Hey you guys, and welcome to another brand new video. And this video is one of the craziest videos because I have been now seeing it blowing up pretty much everywhere over here on TikTok, on Twitter. And well, if you guys have seen about this, there's basically two parts. Number one, if you guys may have heard the news, DoorDash actually kind of came in clutch until you hear the part two, where they were actually able to go and give out probably like millions upon millions of dollars of free food. So what we mean that is that people were able to go and basically use any type of credit card, debit card, if they were expired, if they were gift cards, if the gift card literally had 1 cent on it, if the credit card was literally from like 1992, they were basically able to go and utilize all these basically things on DoorDash because they had a huge payment processing issue. But the big issue here is the fact that DoorDash now, like, a few days after the fact that this news came out, is trying to get their money. And now, as of now, we have seen people who have spent literally thousands of dollars. I'm going to show you guys some of this stuff over here and talk about it, that they now have to go and pay back. DoorDash support is not supporting, and overall, this is kind of a crazy situation. Now, I'm going to first of all go and say, if you're someone who literally dropped $30,000 to go and buy some high-end like liqueur, or you're trying your best to go and buy literally like fancy steaks and buy 50 of them at the same time, what do you think is going to happen? Now, if you're someone who did a DoorDash and you did like a McDonald's order, at the end of the day, whatever, that's fine. I'm not going to judge it for that one. But some of these people are going absolutely crazy. So to show you guys these, talk about what happened, talk about how some people are just not doing good, and well, just kind of talk about it because I think it's just a hilariously weird situation. So, as I mentioned, when it comes to this stuff, I can show you guys some of these things on over here, where basically they have some things where people are able to go and take advantage of this DoorDash issue. So, there's been so many articles and so much everything else on here, and if you guys, for some odd reason, don't know, DoorDash basically is like a food delivery service, like Uber Eats and stuff like that. So basically on July 7th, a few days ago, a temporary glitch in the DoorDash app resulted in hundreds of people ordering free food. And I'm going to tell you right now, based on social media, based on how many TikTok favorites, based on how many things people got, it was definitely more than a few hundred folks. So basically the glitch was caused by a payment processing issue that allowed users to check out without an authorized form of payment. So that basically means like, you could just do whatever. You could literally go type in like, my name is like McScammy Scamson, and they're still going to assume it's like going through, going to assume it's real, whatever. Or like I said, use old credit cards, canceled credit cards, debit cards with no money on it, whatever it may be. So basically, this was restaurants across the country now going to go take all these orders and get deliveries in mass. By the time DoorDash resolved the problem, the damage has already been done, and people had hundreds of orders for free food. So this has actually probably been one of the bigger ones over here, if you guys had a chance to see this one right on over here. It's also so weird trying to do stuff on a laptop. But basically, DoorDash was all free because of a glitch, and MFs went crazy. And I agree on this, because he even says, oh, no, you'll go into jail. DoorDash not having this. And I do want to say, I think so far, DoorDash did go and take money out of people's accounts, like confirm. So someone who did this and spent literally thousands of dollars on Don Julio and all this, well, and maybe at the time when they have their cutouts and stuff, they were chilling. And then a few days later, as of right now, DoorDash is taking back their money. They are charging orders, and pretty much anyone out there who has tried their best to get their money back, it doesn't seem like they have so far. Like, it basically kind of seems like pretty much everyone is like, hey, DoorDash, it wasn't me. It was stolen. So credit card, they're like, nah. It's to your address, bro. You ordered 700 McChickens. What do you mean? Like, I looked on your Twitter, bro, and I saw you literally eating one still. Like, you're literally handing them out to your brother, sister, and homeless people. What do you mean you didn't order any McChickens? We had the proof. So basically, DoorDash is trying to go get what they wanted. We have a few other little tweets too as well. Like if you guys looking at like Wingstop, and you guys can just tell from these orders, this is nuts. So if you guys want to chime in your thoughts on what do you guys think the people who order this stuff should get charged? Do you think they shouldn't? Like, I feel like I'm one of those people, if it's a mom and pop store, trying to make their ends meet, I don't want them having to have to go and pay for that money. Like, I don't want them having to pay 50 orders of food and never get paid for it. And now what if that whole entire small mom and pop business is out of, they can't open, they're going to get, shut down. No, if it's like a Wingstop, McDonald's, Burger King, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really care. Like, whatever. they can handle it, it's fine. But like, if the small mom and pops or Chinese food or whatever, I'd feel kind of bad. But we've been seeing folks on over here, boys. There's been stuff going on everywhere with all these people getting their stuff and tweets on top of this. Like, it's nuts. And even some people because you can also do other stuff with, DoorDash. Someone literally bought 5 Plan Bs for $275. And the crazy thing is, too, is even though this was all, like, technically free, quote unquote, like, literally no one was even tipping the drivers. That's the craziest part. But now, there's actually been a lot of folks over here, like, we even had people on top of this explain the same thing, where you guys can see some of these. I'll just go mute them up, but like you can see, literally delivery fee, 0. Subtotal, $17,000 because people are just buying everything they possibly can. And like I said, here's all like the DoorDash drivers that were everywhere. Like they were trying their best. They were trying to get, like, everything was just crazy. And like I said, the drivers weren't even really getting tips too at the end of the day, which just kind of makes me sad. And the next news, like I said, is the crazy stuff. So with all this going on still, it goes to show that DoorDash was charging folks. I've seen so many people mention it. I've had so many people have the same issues. I've had so many people be like, oh my God, I ordered my entire family groceries and now I have to pay it for it? What is going on here? $800. Like, here's like a huge crab boil. Like this, I could probably literally eat on that for 2 weeks. And then here is where people are starting to have all these issues, where we're having so many folks now that are like, oh my God, I spent $4,000 on food on DoorDash. What's going on here? Like, why? DoorDash, what are you doing? How are you doing this to me? So yeah, this kind of seems like what's been going on. It kind of seems like some people are not in the best situation. I saw one balance that was negative $29,000 because some of these people have been crazy. Like here, like your account has been deactivated. DoorDash, your account has been deactivated. Want to let you know that our system had detected some abnormal behavior coming from your account that may be in violation. Yeah. This is people who basically are spending $30,000 and probably not going to pay for it because their accounts are in negative. And at this point, they got to go start claiming some bankruptcy or something. I don't know. But you guys can go and tell that this is kind of a crazy situation. Like, as I mentioned, I've been seeing people that were losing literally thousands upon thousands of dollars. Mainly because, well, people, I mean, I've seen some crazy. I was even on part of Mr. Beast, where Mr. Beast did like a Feastables thing and everything was free. And I'm like, okay. And it literally was free. Now, DoorDash may not like us as much as maybe Mr. Beast does, but it does go to show that people kind of, number one, took advantage of it pretty heavily, but also number two, it kind of also showed that, well, just geez, like it's just a crazy situation. I also want to be kind of curious to see if DoorDash also did this as like a huge marketing ploy. Because if you think about it, you got a bunch of broke people. They go and trend up on Twitter. They say it's free, for I think it was like 4 hours or something nutty like that. And you have a bunch of broke people who probably never would Uber, DoorDash, Eat24, whatever you might use. And, well, then they go and spend $5,000. They can't pay their rent. But at the end of the day, as DoorDash is a business, well, they probably made some pretty good money. I mean, at the end of the day. So, did any of you guys watching this video have a chance to go and try this on out? Did you guys get way scot-free? I hope you guys did. I would unlink your bank accounts ASAP if you guys were a part of it and somehow haven't been charged. Hopefully you guys did some weird name, like I said, like Scammy McScammer's son, and just be like, bank, this is definitely not me. Why would I order $18,000 worth of booze? And then maybe hide in your basement, make your own speakeasy or something, This is such a crazy, thing, because the news itself, day one is nuts, but now the fact that they're basically coming back for their money, which is somewhat expected, you ordered from businesses, they have the logs, they have your address, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's kind of nuts. So kind of give me your thoughts and comments down below, as well as make sure you guys are subscribed with those notifications on. Leave a like if you guys want to, and we have the Twitter and Twitch down below, and we'll see you guys maybe later on today for more videos, as I'm kind of doing some cool stuff here up in Dallas. But I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. We'll hopefully have some more normal setups soon in the near future, and I love you guys a lot.